Like the honourable member for Foyle, I enjoy injecting a bit of humour into debates in this place, but and we have much to celebrate from the constitutional decision that the Scottish people have just made. But I also remember the acrimony of the debate. I remember being abused every single day of the campaign by people who didn't support my view. I know that families are divided, friendships have been broken, and we should remember that's what happens in constitutional that happens in constitutional debates as well. And quite frankly, the levels of intimidation were unprecedented, and that's a high bar for me, given that I was involved with the challenges of militant and the Trotskyite tendencies in the 1980s. As a child, of course, you'll know. But despite the SNP Yes campaign having every conceivable advantage, including the serendipity of 2 SNP supporters winning the Euro Millions, I mean, you are so lucky, guys, you have to say, that they still were defeated by the Scottish people. They rejected the idea of separation because they had the belief, the Scottish people had a belief in their vast numbers, that the stability of our systems of governments, including Barnett, enables us to absorb difficult economic times easier than we would if we were component parts within a divided United Kingdom. Barnett, I accept, was a formula that was set up for the short term, but we have to also recognise that it has led to long-term stability and distributing resources across the United Kingdom. And this is where I would take a difference with the mover of the motion, because suggesting that we tamper with individual items within the constitutional settlement, I would take the view is a bad option to go forward. And you misunderstand the debate that we've just come through in Scotland, because the SNP should never be underestimated as opponents, and you should never underestimate their ability to be deceitful and mendacious in any campaigns that they run. And take that from the contribution from the member for the Western Isles just a few moments ago, when he talked about the Republic of Ireland. What he didn't tell people in Scotland during the referendum debate is that it costs €150 to go to the Action Emergency in the Republic of Ireland. It costs €50 to go and see your GP in the Republic of Ireland. In terms of the economic crash, wages were slashed by 20% in the Republic of Ireland, and so were pensions. And colleagues of mine, like the Transport Minister for the Labour Party in the Republic of Ireland, like Alan Kelly, explained to me the pain that his country had to go through in those difficult economic times. But of course, there was no mention of that, no mention at all of that, Mr Deputy Speaker, in any of the contributions made by the SNP during the constitutional campaign within Scotland. So I also got upset when the member who moved the motion suggests that somehow Scotland is subsidised. And I agree, and this is possibly the only time I'll agree with the members from the SNP on that point, because Scotland makes its contribution to the Union. The difference between, in terms of the balance Barnett formula, is that the income distribution across Scotland is even, and we don't have to therefore suffer the peaks and troughs when, for example, the price of oil plummets, as it has done since the referendum debate, when it was over $100 a barrel and now it's $80 a barrel, something, of course, that the SNP didn't want to put into any of the arithmetical calculations or figures that they offered to the Scottish people. So, Mr Deputy Speaker, I believe in the devolution of power. I believe in the vow that was made by the leaders of the 3 main parties. I believe in the United Kingdom, and I believe in the arguments in favour of the United Kingdom that we set out to the Scottish people just 2 months ago. We need a full assessment of the constitutional settlement within the United Kingdom. We need a constitutional convention, and that's why I disagree with the authors and the movers of the motion, and I believe that's why I'll be voting against this motion later this afternoon.
Diane Abbott.
Thank you very much, Mr Deputy Speaker. I'm very pleased indeed to be able to